6 Eastern on ESPN Radio. Presented by Progressive Insurance.
KRNT Des Moines is 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN, Des Moines sports leader. A Des Moines Media Group station.
The following show on 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN Des Moines is paid for by Outdoors TV LLC.
Calling all stations. Clear the air lanes. Clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan. Good morning, Scotty Mueller. Good morning, Stephen. How you doing, everybody? All across the good old U.S. of A. Everybody's busy. A lot of kids out there turkey hunting in Iowa. I got a turkey story for you. Andrew's over there. I don't know what Andrew's doing.
Having all the fun.
I know what he would do if you call up the show at 515-244-1350. Good morning, Fishing Dave. He will answer the phone if you want to call in and say hi and see what's going on. We got a whole bunch of other stuff to tell you about. The show's brought to you in part by good friends over at Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage in Carlisle. $60 a month will get you a 12 by 50 assigned spot. You pay for the whole year up front. You get 1 month free. Secure gates 24/7, cameras everywhere, discount for multiple spots. Just give Tracy, Dick, or Danielle a call at 515-822-1362, and you can make an appointment and fill out that application. I keep my stuff down there. They'll do a great job for you each and every day. Good morning, Donut Man, Pete, Jeff in New York, Daryl in Oklahoma, Ellen, how you doing? Gobble, gobble. A lot of things going on. Chico Outdoors in Pennsylvania is going on, the big event. I know Roop and Freddie and all the gang will be over there at Chico. Chris and I tell you to help me out, Andrew, but you didn't make the classic. Morning, Tony. Chris and Ken and Megan are going to be running the big 3D shoot out there. That's going to be new this year. So if you ever get out to the Greensburg, Pennsylvania, that's the western Pennsylvania area, this time of year, you want to go to that Chico Outdoor Show. It's a great charity event, and a lot of really nice folks running around out there. Youth season today, tomorrow in Missouri. Absolutely. Youth season's going on in Iowa this weekend. Morning, Kenny Cole. Beautiful day. He said crappies are biting out at Easter Lake. Well, there you go. Steven, heck yeah, Chico Day, baby. I knew he'd be excited. So, I got to say thank you to a couple people real quick. I want to say hi to Steve over at Solar Pawn on Ingersoll. I had some unexpected expenses. I had to go buy a new laptop. Man, I tell you what, I love Apple. I really do. And whether you're a PC person or an Apple person, the reason I used to have PCs, but I used to get so many stinking viruses because I just get so many emails and stuff from listeners and people watching the TV stuff that I switched over to Apple. 16 years ago, and I haven't had the issues with the viruses and stuff. I don't have to buy the virus protection like I used to, and that was a pain in itself. But it's just nothing's cheap anymore, And I bought the last time I bought a laptop, it was 7-8 years ago, and I went in my battery. I kept getting this battery notification on my computer, and I'm going, what the heck is that? It's like Andrew, you never know what the hell's going on, right?
I keep it a mystery.
Yeah, keep it a mystery. So I go and make an Apple appointment to go talk to one of the geniuses, and they kind of make you feel smart when you talk to the geniuses. I don't know what it is, even with my third grade education. But long story short, before I left there, I ended up buying a new computer because I found out I had other stuff going on besides my battery failing. Now, it would have been covered under Apple Care, but you got to wait forever to get your stuff. And I go, guys, I'm doing 5-6 shows a week. I cannot be without my computer. So anyway, that put a little dent in the pocket. So I had a thermal recording camera laying around, that I bought when I was started Unknown Files because I was going to go hunt Bigfoot, right? I had some people swear to me they had Bigfoot running around, and I said, well, I want to see if you, can I come out there and check it out, and because I want to see if it's real or not. Never heard back from them. Figure that. So anyway, long story short, I want to say thanks to Steve over at Solar because he bought it off of me yesterday. And if you want a thermal imaging recording monocular from FLIR, go see Steve and he'll work you out a good deal over there on Ingersoll. So anyway, yeah, looks like Bigfoot hunting days are over.
That was a good run.
Yeah. He's still the 100% undisputed hiding seek champion of the world.
Oh, well, him and Loch Ness.
Nessie.
Oh,
Nessie. So I went out to Triple H Outfitters last week. This week. I left Sunday, so technically it was last week.
I mean, yeah. The
week
starts Monday.
So I didn't get a chance to hunt out there deer season because I didn't draw last fall, which broke my heart because I love it out there. And it was so nice to get in there. I got to see Hilly and Connie and Donovan and Lori and just everybody. The one thing sad about it when I was pulling through Lincoln is I looked over and I saw where Hurricane used to live. We lost Hurricane last year to cancer, and it just made me a little sad. But anyway, got to camp and got unpacked and we got a chance to, I got my gear heads out, got a chance to make sure my gear head was all in. And Philip Vanderpool showed up. He was there. And then Ken Huser showed up. And morning, John. And it was just neat, just nice seeing Hilly and everybody and the whole gang. Thank you again, Ellen. Appreciate that. Is it Ellen or Eileen? I think it's Ellen. It's Ellen. Ellen Marie. Thank you, John. What's going on, buddy? So anyway, I get to Monday. The season starts, and Donovan goes, "I'm going with you." I said, "Well, you don't really have to go with me. I can be. No, I'm going with you. I'm going to sit with you." Now I love Donovan sitting with me because Donovan really is my good luck charm. Okay. I've shot some of my biggest deer when Donovan was filming me for when we were doing Outdoors Traditions TV. And anyway, long story short, we were done in 3 hours. So I hung out for an extra day, and Connie made chicken fried steak, so that was all worth it. And I got a really nice Kansas Rio, and I think there was a family there from Arkansas, and the kids both got a turkey. The mom got a turkey. Dad, I don't think, got a turkey. Philip got a turkey. So, yeah, turkeys have been getting whopped out there in Kansas. So, and there was a lot of birds. Ellen, thank you. I got it, Elle. I was just having a little hard seeing. I got to squint to see. See, here's the thing. I get people asking me this all the time. Why are you always squinting on the camera? Well, 35 years ago, I'm going to say 35 years ago, I had LASIK done. I was like when the LASIK first just came out, okay? Well, the doctor in St. Louis, I went to St. Louis University. I'm not going to mention the eye clinic because the guy wanted me to talk about it on the radio. He goes, I'll do LASIK for you if you'll talk about it. And I said, yeah, no problem. Because I hate wearing glasses and contacts. So anyway, I went from being nearsighted to farsighted. He forgot to fix my astigmatism. And listen, I'm going to tell you, and don't get, there's going to be eye doctors getting mad at me for saying this. I'm sure a lot of folks have had LASIK and it's worked out wonderful for them. And in a way, the guy did me a big favor because I'm 61 years old. I don't need reading glasses. I can take my script right here and I can see it plain as day. Where people in their 50s, they've got to hold it way out here or they need cheaters. Well, I don't need that. But I'm starting to lose that intermediate distance. And I do have to wear glasses now, but it's a real thin. Look how thin my prescription is. It's just really to correct the astigmatism. And anyway, if you're ever going to think about getting LASIK done, I would think really hard about it because they told me, well, we can go in there and enhance it if we. The way he cut my cornea, they can't lift that flap because he didn't cut it. I don't think he hinged it right. So it is what it is, and I'm grateful that I don't have to wear cheaters. But that arm's length distance is a little fuzzy for me. So that's why I squint sometimes. So morning, Dan, Murph's at Chico. Triple H, what a great place, top-notch people. I made friends there. I was there. You did, Pete. Ellen says you are fine. I completely used to people pronouncing my last name incorrectly my entire life. Well, Ellen, I'm sorry about that. Morning, Patrick O'Connor. Good to see you. So Kansas worked out great. Had a great hunt out there, and got my first episode of Bowstring Adventures. Andrew, we launched the. Here's the thing. I got an update on that too. I sent out 1,000 friend requests for Bowstring Adventures yesterday. So hopefully, if you follow me on the Outdoor Call Radio Facebook page or on Dan Young on Facebook, hopefully you got a request. I'll try to do another one, but I got a couple special announcements. I want to thank everybody that I got a bunch of, I think 125, 130 people followed the page. If you want to look up Bowstring Adventures, just look for my ugly mug with a turkey on there. But if you want to follow that, that would be awesome of you to do that. We're going to launch the show October 1st, okay? I was going to launch it in July, but with the tariff war going on, with all the tariff stuff, I've got 4 or 5 partners that they're really getting banged up right now. And I think this is, and I don't want to get political here, but I think by July this is all going to be put to bed. And I just wanted to give everybody, I didn't want to send them an invoice for a TV show while this was going on. So I called everybody and I said, let's push this back to October. And that gives me time to get the episodes. I've got the first one already done. I do have a nice announcement. I hired yesterday the best editor, in my humble opinion, in the world as far as hunting. If you ever watched Respect the Game TV, you know who Ryan Huser is. That's Kent's son. And Ryan and I worked out a deal. He's going to edit my shows for me. So thank you, Ryan. Ryan's also in my fantasy football team. League. Yeah. Ryan. So Ryan's going to be the editor, and we got that all going, which I did the openings and I did the first show by myself. I hate editing. I do. When we did Outdoors Traditions TV, Jeff Jorgensen edited all the hunts, and then Glenn Bierman from channel KCCI, I paid Glenn to put the show together, right? I hate editing. It drives me nuts. But Ryan, the shows are going to be really nice. I think everybody's going to like them because they're only going to be 10 or 15 minutes long. They're going to be real short, piffy, and sweet. So that'll air. We're going to start it off on YouTube, and then we might move it to Waypoint TV or the Hunt Channel. I got to talk to those folks, but that's what's going on with the TV. So if you get a chance, go send me a like or a follow. Start following Bowstring Adventures, because I'll try to do something every week. A post on there, and if when I get something done in the woods, I'll post a little teaser or something on there, and we'll have some special contests for everybody that's following. I'm going to do a special thank you drawing next week, and just something fun, extra fun for you to do on social media. So there you go. Good morning, Lori. Hoping to head to Chico today. I hope you get out there. Have you ever noticed how LASIK doctors always wear glasses? Yeah, I have noticed that. I haven't been to one in a while, but they do. That's right. Dan Murphy says absolutely the best. What's that, Murph? What's the best? Rupert's? Well, we know Rupert's is the best. I got my Rupert's Rut and Peace sweatshirt on today. I feel a little rupee.
Pure the beard.
Oh, Skippy Peterson, hey Skippy, we're gonna call you here in a second if you got a minute. Skippy's on here. Harry, good morning. Good to see you. So anyway, yeah, you're gonna like the shows, and we'll have hunts from Philip Vanderpool. We're gonna have Larry McCoy. We'll have a few hunts from Larry. Paul Hunter Biggs. Paul sent me 2 or 3 hunts to use, and we'll have some other friends that we'll be sharing hunts with. It won't be me all all over the place. But I'm hoping to do at least 12 hunts or episodes this year, and then we'll see how it goes after that. So anyway, it's going to be fun. Oh, Ryan. Ryan is the best, man. He is. That's why I worked out a deal with him. Skippy. 8:14 and some change here on the show. Donnie Herman. Almost a year anniversary since we lost Donnie Herman. And I want to send out thanks to Donnie and Frank and Remy and Dustin and everybody at Herman's for continuing the partnership on the shows. And we all love you, Donnie Herman. We're all thinking we miss you, buddy. You died way too soon, so not good there. All right, so turkey hunt, real quick. Like I said, it was a real short hunt. I'll tell you that Donovan said, let's go. I tell you what, let me hit this break and I'll give you this. I'll give you the laydown of the hunt. Yeah, and you're gonna want to hear this. It's pretty funny. We'll be right back on 1350. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you sure you're ready?
Go to break?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been ready.
You've been ready? Okay, we'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
When it comes to our beloved dogs, we crave the finest nourishment for their health and happiness. That's where Patriot Paws steps in, offering treats crafted with unwavering dedication. Patriot Paws, a veteran-owned company, proudly produces treats made in the USA, using only high-quality, USA-sourced chicken, turkey, and beef. Choosing quality treats like Patriot Paws yields significant benefits. These treats, free from antibiotics and hormones, and containing less than 2% salt, support optimal canine health. Stringent cooking standards ensure safety and quality, giving you peace of mind. Patriot Paws are more than just delicious. They are a testament to quality. By choosing Patriot Paws, you also contribute to vital nonprofit programs, supporting veterans, first responders, and shelter dogs. Find Patriot Paws at your local store or visit thepatriotpaws.com.
What's everybody doing today?
You know, jerky is the
I know the
ultimate
kids are out in the
outdoor
blind.
companion. Its convenience and portability are unmatched. Lightweight, compact, and require no refrigeration. It's a breeze to pack on hunting trips where space is kind of precious, you know? The long shelf life offers peace of mind, making it a reliable food source for extended trips.
I tried getting Jim Coffee on to find out how the youth season was going, but he's busy. I guess he's out in the field.
For the perfect healthy snack, don't choose just any jerky. Choose Valor Jerky.
The kids got really good weather this weekend here in Iowa. Hopefully they get to hear a lot of gobbling this morning.
Seeker Spice or Base Camp Original. Next time you're geared up for an outdoor adventure, reach for Valor Jerky. As a veteran-owned company, Valor Jerky.
Well, it's not raining or snowing on them.
Directly to supporting veterans.
And it's not super windy, so they can hear the birds.
Choose Valor Jerky. Next time you're gearing up for an outdoor adventure, reach.
There you go, Scotty. I got to go put my blind up today or tomorrow because I'll start hunting Monday.
Something we look forward to all week. We all want to be better at it and use the best gear available. Gear that will help us feel the bite better and give superb casting performance. Well,
97, Mike. That was number 97 with my bow.
People talking.
I got 3 more to go.
Scientifically proven to be more sensitive with their unique weave design, as much as 2 times as sensitive as other
there you go,
costly
Fishing
rod
Dave.
brands. Trica Casting Performance will give you up to 26% longer cast to keep your bait in the strike zone longer. Trica knows you work hard for your money, and they want to give you a rod that will cast longer and let you feel the bite better without putting the bite on your wallet. Trica rods are significantly less than other high-end rods available. They offer a 1-year no-questions asked guarantee. Trica rods can be returned for any reason up to 1 year after purchase. They also come with a limited lifetime warranty. If you want to see what has anglers talking, go check out Trica rods at trica.com. That's TRIKA.com.
I can't remember who sings
Turkey
it.
season is
I was doing good to remember she works hard for the money.
All across this nation, when it's time to start cutting, yelping, and clucking and purring at those boss toms, don't you want to have a call to run that you have confidence in? You bet you do, and that's why you need to check out Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls. Todd Rupert is a master turkey call maker from Pennsylvania that is so passionate about chasing toms. He started building handcrafted calls in 2016, so he knew he could make the right call when it mattered.
Jerry, I don't know what I'm giving away at Bowstring Adventures next week. I'll give away something nice. We always give something nice away.
On all of his pot calls that will allow you to make the most subtle purrs, the sharpest cuts, and excited yelps that will get any boss tom fired up. Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls offers handmade friction, box, and mouth calls that will allow from the beginner to the
I don't know. I'll figure it out.
To make the right call when it counts.
I know I'm going to be doing a couple fall hunting packages. I'm going to give one away on the radio show here in Iowa. I'm going to give one away on the Outdoor Call Radio app.
We want the best care for them when injuries occur. Vezzer Care offers natural solutions.
And then I'll give one away probably on Bowstring Adventures. We'll probably do at least 2 or 3 and have a grand prize for the fall.
And finished honey for powerful antibacterial.
Somebody's going to win some Vortex binoculars.
This unique blend
we'll have hunting boots. I'm going to do a hunting boot contest here pretty quick. Next week or the week after.
Promoting a healthy skin barrier.
We got a bunch of stuff going on.
Skin irritation or needs
And
protection.
then I got to go to PA next month. I'll be in Pennsylvania May 12th or 13th. And I'll be doing something out there at Creek Archery.
Explore Vezzer Care's full range of products.
I see a book in Dan's future, 100 bows with a bow, lots of stories.
Care they deserve with Vezzer Care.
100 bows with a bow.
Find them at your local veterinarian or online at vezzercare.com.
You're listening
I'll
to
ask him when we call
Radio.
him. We're going to call you in a minute here, Skip.
1350 ESPN.
Welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio on 1350 ESPN. So Donovan goes, I'm going to go with you. So I said, okay. So we loaded up the truck and we headed to Beverly. And that was from the Beverly Hillbillies, if you didn't remember, Andrew. Yeah. So it's an hour drive from the lodge to where we're hunting at. This is if Larry and Ryan both got I think a nice buck, or Larry got a buck at this place. I shot my bird last year at this place. It's a really nice little sweet spot on the inside of a quarry, rock quarry. So it's kind of out of the wind a little bit. And anyway, we get in there. We left at like 4:30 in the morning, and we got out there. It was pitch dark. I mean, I had the old headlamp on, walking in, and we get in there, and Donovan already had the blind set up, so all we had to do was put the decoys and carry the chairs and the fourth arrow tripod in, and so we're doing all that. Donovan's out there putting the decoys out, and he goes, "Go get the camera set up." So I'm setting up the camera in the blind for filming, and anyway, Donovan crawls in the blind, and we're just kind of sitting there, and we start hearing the little birds wake up, and how it is. It's nice and peaceful. And then right above us, little birds are going, Boo! I mean, right above us. We got a couple times, and we started hearing a hen wake up. I mean, literally within 15 yards of us, right, and it's like, boy, are we glad we got in here. So I think they heard us, or I don't know if they saw us, because we didn't bump them off the roost. We had no idea they were there. But anyway, when the long story short, when the sun starts coming up, they fly down and they go to the east. They go to the left. So we're sitting there, and I got the old rupee call going, and we start seeing them. They got like 7-8 hens, and then there's 2 or 3 toms, and we're seeing at least 2 of the toms breeding the hens, right? So got to see some turkey porn going on. And morning, Broken Neck. Morning, Brant. How you doing, buddy? So they kind of do their thing, and then they take off, and then so we waited about half an hour, 40 minutes, and we started calling, and they'd call back, and then it was like a 2.5-3 hour hunt, and we finally called in 2 toms, and the rest you'll have to watch on the TV show. But yeah, get into your blind well early. Don't get out there when daylight's cracking, because sometimes you got birds roosting right there that you don't know, and that's not always good. So, and I'm sitting there going, man, I hope he doesn't fly down here while it's still, we got to have good light for taping, So, I don't know, but to me, I always like when they're 75, 80 yards away. That's my favorite thing, because by the time they fly down and get their pecking order going, and then you start calling, and it's usually an hour and a half, 2 hours, because a lot of times they don't come right in. Sometimes they do, but sometimes they don't. And like I said, I think I shot that bird right around just after 10 o'clock. So had 2 or 3 hours in the blind, and we had a turkey tag on him, so it worked out. So it was good. All right, now you can call Skippy.
All right.
That's my story. I'm sticking to it, and we got fresh Kansas turkey in the freezer, so that's a good thing. Those kids, man, were out there. They were rolling them birds, man. Them kids did good. They did good. Let's see. So, Hilly got a Green Reaper call, thanks to Todd Rupert. He was all excited about that. I did use the Green Reaper slate. I'm sorry, the Green Reaper aluminum, and I used my my Rupert's Roost and Peace slate call, and then I used the Green Reaper box call on that hunt. And I will show you the call. I gotta find it. The Green Reaper. Here it comes sliding in. There it is. I'm showing everybody on the live stream. There's the Green Reaper. Worked out good. So it worked out good. Yep.
Oh man, I'll keep my bloodshot eyes open.
Oh, alrighty.
All right, we are ready for
Chico Outdoors is it's outside of Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Good morning, Donovan. I just told the story. Chico. Matt Kreis started that for his brother. His brother was a first responder that got killed, and they started a charity for that. That's where Larry and I went to do seminars 3 or 4 years ago. That's where we first met Todd Rupert and Chris DePerna and Creek Archery and everybody. So, morning, Murph. It was a blessing in disguise when we drove out there and did those seminars, because we met really a lot of good people. Freddie and Murph and just everybody out there. Looking forward to seeing everybody again. Let's head over to the phones, talk about a really good guy. We got Skippy P on the line. Morning, Skippy P.
Good morning, Outdoor Dan. How you doing?
Man, I tell you what, I'm doing good. Man, those dips and stuff you were doing on those risers yesterday, that first pattern, I don't know what that is, but it looked awesome.
It's called Prairie Ghost or something. I don't know. We had to send away for it, and the customer wanted it, and he's actually spends his winters in Oklahoma and his summers in fall in Alaska. So he's getting ready to head to Alaska. So I got to get that in the mail here this next week, so I don't have to send it to Alaska. I can just send it to Oklahoma. But anyway,
was that dipped or?
It was dipped. It was dipped carbon. So it's a carbon P24 like yours, and it's dipped in that. So it's actually the little brother of your mossy oak dip, I guess. I guess they're related. Same family. But anyway, enjoyed your story of turkeys. So that's, I meant to say in that post was birds, not bow. And then I tried to pet Gracie at the same time, and then I deleted my comment, but then you saw it anyway. But in 100 birds with a bow, that could be a book. Imagine all the different stories and it's just, the memories you've created for yourself and to share with people, it's immense. 100 birds with a bow, that's something.
Yeah. Well, there's people that have done way more than that. That was my goal when I first got into hunting a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah.
I was horrible at turkey hunting. I got busted by birds. I couldn't get them in. I couldn't get drawn on them. There for the first couple of years, I was trying to just sit against a tree and draw. I had maybe a little netting skirting around me, but we didn't have the hub style blinds that we have when I first started,
Right.
And I had more turkeys putt at me. If I had $1 for every time I got putted at and busted, I'd probably be rich. But that was when I first started. I said, man, wouldn't it be cool if I could ever get to 100 toms with my bow, or 100 turkeys with my bow? And I just, that was something I just set aside, and, 36, 30, I don't know, 30, what am I, 61? So, yeah, 30, over 30 years ago when I started.
So you're averaging probably three a year is what it looks like with your bow and arrow.
Yeah. It just, it's been a blessing, and it's just, once I get to 100, I'll quit counting, because it won't matter anymore. I know when I shoot my 100th bird, I'm going to tell Dennis up in heaven, Denny, I did it. And I'll tell my dad, Pop, I got it done. And I remember when I first started, Skip, I built a turkey blind out of PVC, white PVC pipe, real small pipe. And I put I took dowel rods, and I put shock or stretch, what do you call that stuff? The stretchy cord, shock cord. I put that in there to keep, so I could fit the piping inside the joints, and I would make a square frame. And then I took a real long dowel rod, and I made 2 squares of the PVC, and then I took the dowel rods in each 4 corners, and then I put a camel curtain around there. So I made my own blind, but it didn't have a roof, right? It was just you sat inside that. It worked pretty slick, but it was a pain. I mean, the things I did to try to kill turkeys, man, it was ridiculous.
Well, I mean, killing one with your bow without a blind is probably one of the most difficult achievements that you can do, because I mean, when they're coming in, you get them tight in there. I mean, any movement, they're putting and gone. I mean, and to get your bow pulled back, and you're probably shooting a much longer bow at the time with, like I've done it a few times with the gearheads, where I actually prefer to sit outside the blind so you don't feel so claustrophobic, and you get the, your peripheral vision, and you get to experience everything. But, just our shorter, compact nature of our bows, it really helps in achieving that.
I'm sure I was shooting a PSC Firefly those were 40-inch axle bows. So they were longer bows.
Yeah, but definitely that's the hardest thing to do.
Yeah, because my first bow was a Bear Whitetail 2, and then I started buying a piece. I got into a PSC Firefly. Then I bought a Firefly Express, and I shot fingers back then too. And then I got a Mach 4, and then when Matthews came out in '82, I got a hold of Matthews, and I started shooting Matthews, because I was shooting a lot of tournaments back then. And that's when you and I first met, and you helped me film that whitetail hunt. I had a Matthews.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but shooting a gearhead, and Skippy, in all transparency, Skippy is the owner of Gearhead Archery, if you're tuning in for the first time, up in beautiful Wisconsin. And Skippy and I have been buddies for over 20 years, and him and his wife own the company now. But when my time at Elite came to an end last year, or a year and a half ago, however long it's been now, I called Skip and I said, I want to shoot gearheads. And he said, come on. And I've been doing that ever since. But that 24-inch pivot carbon is one of the best bows I've ever shot. Even Philip, when he got his bow, Philip shot his off the ground without a ground blind. And he goes, man, I turned my bow down to 52 pounds. And I'm going to tell you right now, that is the slickest bow I've ever shot. He was, I said, well, let me see some pictures.
He finally sent them to me yesterday.
Did he?
Yeah, he sent me this one of just some feathers and an arrow.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, Philip, if you don't like to shoot the bow and you don't want to show the bow, just let me know, or something like that. The next thing, he sends me like 8 pictures of the bow. And
well, there you go. Way to get on him, Skippy. That's what you got.
Really nice,
yeah.
He took really nice pictures.
Yeah. Hey, listen, Philip takes some of the best pictures in the business. You know, he's overkill when it comes to pictures. I hate taking pictures. Ellen says, I want to get my goal is to get a turkey with my bow. Hopefully they will not outsmart Jeremy and I again. You'll get it, Ellen. Hang in there.
Ellen, it's Ellen. She is so awesome. She came to the open house, her and Jeremy, and she shot. You interviewed her. She shot her first buck. I mean,
I remember Ellen.
She's an incredible hunter, and she's going to get a turkey this year. I can tell.
Yeah, you'll just hang in there, Ellen. It'll happen for you. But yeah, Philip.
Yeah, she might have to get it someone different caller though. I might have to come down and help call or something. I have to make the trip to Missouri.
Yeah, I tell you who's prejudiced against gearheads. That's that Chris DePerna fella out there at.
That's okay.
Yeah, what's that guy? He's watching right now. See, I can say that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's got 2 fine gearhead bows hanging in his shop, and it's like he just. I think what it secretly is, Skip. He covets those bows. He does not want to.
Oh, he doesn't want to lose them from the shop.
Yeah, he goes in there in the morning. He says, "Good morning, Skippy." He goes in there to the shop every day and he pets them and he says, "Man, you're a beautiful piece of engineering. I just can't part with you." I know that's what's going. I know that's
he
what's
opens up the
on.
door and he starts saying, "You light up my life. You can go to kill yours." Yeah. Without that, he'd be sad.
Yeah. Ellen, you could hunt with Skip. He gives away hunts to get to field staff all the time. So. Hey, did you, speaking of that, and Chris DePerna, I love you, buddy. You know I'm just teasing you. But they got their big 3D shoot. You know what? Did you give them do you have any extra banners? You need to send me a banner to take out there when I go out there on the 12th.
All right, banners.
Yeah, I need a banner. Because if they're going to start doing that 3D shoot at Chico every year, we need to put a gearhead banner up out there.
All right, banners.
Ellen says hunting with Skip would be a bit. You're going to give away a hunt or 2 for the field staff of the year, aren't you? This year?
No, we do that every year. Last year, Brady Connor was the winner. We're going to Oregon on an elk hunt.
Oh, can you see that? You join the field staff, you might get a free elk hunt out of that. That's awesome.
But yeah, you
sound tired. You all right?
I'm tired. It's going to be another long day here, but yeah, we got a bow carbon, a P20, which we're just starting to make those. We just got into production, and that one's going to Minnesota for a guy who's going bear hunting. So I got to get that up to Minnesota for him. So
yeah, I had a little kid come into Donovan's at Triple H, and he shot his first bird with a shotgun. Philip took him out, and he shot a 410, and he goes, "I want to shoot a bow," and I had my carbon hanging in my locker. Yeah. He goes, "Is that a kid's bow?" I said, "No, that's a man's bow." And he goes, "That's a little bow." I said, "Yeah, it might look little, but trust me, you can't pull that back. I can pull that back." I said, "Okay." So I went over there and I go, "Here you go." He looked at me. He couldn't pull it back. And I said, "See, looks aren't always what they are. Looks can be deceiving. See." That's a grown-up bow right there.
Yep. Yeah. Just have an open mind. You got to change the world with an open mind.
I'm telling you what, that little 24 pivot carbon, when you're in your ground blind or if you're in a tree stand, I swear you'll never have as much maneuverability hunting as you will if you're shooting that bow.
It's my favorite bow. It's my personal favorite bow.
And you make longer bows. You make 30-inch bows.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We make 40-inch. We go all the way to 40.
Yeah, but I'm just telling you right now, folks. If you haven't shot a gearhead, you got to try one out. It's just they are. I won't have another bow. I've got 2 pivot carbon 24s, and unless Skip comes out with something absolutely, DePerna sent me a crying emoji.
Oh my God.
Morning, Rick Johnson. Rick said he's flying back to shoot a turkey with his bow. There you go, Rick. He's out in Arizona.
What a beautiful morning for the youth. You guys have youth turkey hunt down there?
Yeah, that's what I said when we started the show.
Yeah,
the kids are hitting it perfect. Yeah, the kids are hitting it perfect.
Wisconsin says today. It's just you couldn't ask for a better morning.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good.
By noon, the Facebook feeds will be flooded with successful field photos of youngsters with their birds.
Yeah, I would think so. I really would. Brady was well-deserved field staff winner. Skip is like the Energizer Bunny. He never stops. Yeah, but he needs to start stopping and taking some rest. Because I get on him. You can ask him. I get on him every day. Make sure you go get some rest. Good morning, Dan. How are you? Bob Wright, I am wonderful, buddy. Thank you for asking. So, Skip, I'm going to let you go. But if someone wants to look at Gearhead Archery, go to gearheadarchery.com.
Yeah, check us out on Facebook. I always put like the latest builds and stuff on Facebook and things like that. We do. You always talk about your carbon pivot 24. Well, we also have them in aluminum, which gets the price down a little cheaper. They weigh maybe, I don't know, 0.7 pounds more, but they're awesome shooters as well.
If someone came up to me and said, Dan, I'm going to buy a gearhead, would you tell me what's your preference? I would say my preference would be the Pivot Carbon 24 or the 20. Or if you don't want a carbon, you want a standard aluminum, which, like Skip said, they're pretty light. The Disruptor 24 is his best-selling bow.
Mm-hmm. But it's going to be overtaken by the Pivot 24.
The carbon?
No, we got an aluminum pivot too. So you have the carbon Pivot 24. We also make the same bow in aluminum, which brings the price down about $400.
Well, I know, but I didn't have that one. I had the Disruptors.
Originally you had the Disruptor, then you switched to the
I had a B30 when I first started, which I shot my first turkey with.
Yep.
With gearhead. And then I traded that in because we went out to Pennsylvania for the Creek Archery deal.
Yeah.
You were kind enough to drive out there after you bear hunted all week.
And then didn't you bring out your 24 and then you sold it to one of the customers that came, or one of the people that came to the event?
One of the guys that follows me on Facebook wanted my bow, and I said, I'll sell it to you. You can have it. Now I'll just get another one. So he bought my Disruptor 24 and through Creek Archery. Yeah. Yeah, and then you end up getting the Pivot 24 carbon after that. And that's my last bow. I've got two of them, one for a backup, and unless you change something and need exposure on it, I'm going to be locked in with what I got. Yeah, I got one was for turkeys, one was for deer. Wasn't that I'm going to leave the black one. That's what I killed that nice buck in Iowa with last year. Yeah. I'm going to leave that set up for turkeys, and then my bottomland camo pivot carbon is going to be for deer hunting. Gotcha. Yeah. That way I don't have to keep flipping, flopping them around and stuff. As I get older, I really don't want to mess. You know, when we were younger, I used to love tearing a bow down I just don't like doing all that. Once you get it set, leave it alone. You know, that is so true. I've been shooting the same setup for 4 or 5 years. It's just like, and people are like, what about this? I'm just too lazy. I got other stuff to do. Yeah. It's almost like what's that old saying? The guy that makes the shoes kids are in bare feet while he's fixing everyone else's shoes or something. That's kind of the analogy. Same thing with the bows. It's like everyone else has nicer bows than I do. Yeah. That's all right. Hey, you tell Gracie hi, and I will talk with you soon. Let me know if you need anything. Gracie recognizes your voice now from meeting you. You know, like when you're on the radio and we're watching you on Facebook Live, and Gracie's like, "Hey, is that Dan? Is that Raven's dad?" That's Raven's dad. Hi, Gracie. All right, hey, tell everybody hi and go make sure you get some sleep tonight. Get out and enjoy the weather, folks. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Skippy. Yeah, bye-bye. There he goes, my buddy Skippy. You won't find a nicer guy in the archery industry than Skippy Peterson, I can tell you that. Nope. Ellen says she likes her Disruptor 24. Chuck, good morning. Roger, good morning. I know, I got to take a break. Ellen, Don Warren, good morning from Chico. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN. I can't cut Skip off. He's Skippy. No. We have 2 breaks. Have you been looking for an easier way to haul your gear for your outdoor adventures and projects? Well, have you looked at Compass Carts? Compass Carts offers on your bow between gear and turkey for all of your outdoor needs. I changed my pins, my sight pins, and I changed my poundage just a little bit, Pete. They offer several hitch options. So on my turkey bow, I've got a single pin movable, and then on my whitetail hunts, I use a 5-pin standard sight. Because when I'm hunting the rut, I ain't got time. I don't have time to be filming, following the deer with the camera, and then adjusting the yardage. Like last year, that buck, I shot that buck at 31 yards. If I would have had my pin set at 20, I would have had to aim high. I don't like doing that. I want to aim where I want. the arrow to go. So that's what I change up. Now I don't have to do it. I just grab.
When you're heading up to northern Minnesota on your next fishing adventure, make sure you stop by Fred's Bait and Tackle in Deer River, Minnesota. Fred's Live Bait and Tackle is conveniently located at 361 Main Street, right on the way to Lake Winnie, and all the lakes you will fish in northern Minnesota. Sean and his crew have the liveliest bait ready for you to use, including fatheads, rainbows, shiners, and their famous river mix.
That's cost me some deer over the years using a movable pin.
Fred's Live Bait and Tackle also carries everything you need to get you on the water and ready to fish,
when you're trying to follow the deer with the camera,
reels, terminal
and then you got to move the camera ahead to where the deer
also has spearing decoys.
Grab your
suckers
bow, move
perfect for spearing season in the winter. So on your next fishing trip to northern Minnesota, stop by Fred's Live Bait and Tackle in Deer River.
That's what I had to do on that buck last year. He came up
asked them where are the fish biting. Sean and everyone at Fred's Live Bait and Tackle and Little Winnie Trading Post will get you on the fish fast.
He stopped and I saw
You're
a
heading
deer,
out on your morning hunt,
and then he turned around and then he cut and went up the trail.
That giant you've been chasing
so
all
I had
season.
to
Would it be
follow
nice to
him,
know exactly
move
where
the
your
camera a
standard
little bit
blind
ahead,
location
back
is
it
without
out,
letting anyone know
grab my
where you're at
bow,
walking in?
and then pull back, and I just put my 30-yard pin and let him walk right into it.
Pieces of hunting gear that you can use and always
he
have with you.
rutted in
the onX Hunt app allows you not only to get from your truck to your hunting spots, it also allows you to mark and save your parking spots, scrapes, food plots,
and
rub
yes,
lines,
I was
or
shaking
some possible next stand
I was
locations.
excited because he was
the onX Hunt app is also a great way to see your property and know where you stand. onX is a mobile app that you can take anywhere. It's recognized by game
when I'm
wardens
turkey
all
hunting,
around the
I
country
pull
as a
about
valuable
55,
hunting tool.
56 pounds.
So,
buck
if you
hunting,
want to
I shoot
always know where
60
you
feet.
are and have the ability to save information that will help you be a better hunter, go download the onX Hunt app at your app store today.
Veins are very important to your arrow flight and for consistent grouping. Flex Fletch and its fine lineup of products has been helping archers steer their arrows for over 50 years. Silent Night vanes are 30% thinner with a much greater taper than vanes out there. This contributes to a dramatic reduction of in-flight drag. Flex Fletch vanes also have the capability of reshaping or bounce back after pass-through shots on targets or game. This ensures consistent arrow flight every time. Flex Fletch offers a variety of colors, sizes, and styles for any archer to use in their setup. Whether it's for 3D indoor or hunting, Flex Fletch has the vane for you. To see these great vanes and adhesives like Zing or Flex Bond to get a great seal on your arrow when you fletch, go to your local dealer or flexfletch.com. Flex Fletch, proudly made in the USA, based out of Minnesota.
Barbecue season is back. Hey, it's Helen. And this is Sarah Beth. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is that zesty barbecue sauce. I love that it was a little sweet, a little tangy, and with the
that's
mac
why
and
I
cheese.
shoe a single pin on
I
turkey.
feel like I tasted the
Because I want to be able to put that
first.
pin right
It
up
was
behind
the
the wing
absolute
joint.
best combination.
I want to be able to just
Pro tip,
focus
3
on that
sandwiches
one
are
little
always better than one.
Order the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich and our Coca-Cola on the Chick-fil-A app for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Hey guys, Jackie Bushman here with Buckmasters. When it comes to food plot seed and deer feed, the Mississippi-based Backwoods Attractions product line has you covered. From their food plot blends like Trophy Acre, Lazy Acre, Clover Deluxe, and the popular Dixie 6, to their attractants like Game Changer, Sweet Stuff, and Buck Robber. The best way to put it is, if you're not using
we
Backwoods
got a lot
Attraction
done
products,
already
you
on
better
this
hope
show.
your neighbor isn't either. From small to large acreage, Backwoods
Well,
Attractions
Skippy P,
has the
man.
feed and seed perfect for
I
your
hope
hunting
y'all get
property.
a morning, Rex Seeker. Happy birthday to the
Your
wifey.
local co-op or farm supply store and ask for Backwoods Attractions to set yourself up for a successful fall.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio on 1350 ESPN. 97 is in the books. Mike wanted to know how many turkeys that was when on my bird in Kansas. That made 97. So if I get one on Monday here in Iowa, I'll be at 98. And I probably won't take Warren 1 in Iowa because our bird numbers are still, they're not, I mean, where I'm hunting at anyway. There's a bunch of them, but not like there was. So I'll probably give them a break, and then I'm going to go to Pennsylvania here and hunt with Todd Rupert, so that'll be 99. And I'll either have to go up to Wisconsin and hunt with Skippy to get my 100th, or maybe shoot over to Slim Knox County Whitetails in Missouri and go see Chris Allison and try to get one there. But that's if I'm going to do 100, it's going to have to be one of those two. Otherwise, I'm going to get 100 next year. Rock says, thank you, Dan. Well, you're welcome, Rick Seeker. You're welcome, Rick Seeker. All right, youth season is today and tomorrow, April 11th through the 13th for kids age 15 and younger. First season starts Monday on the 14th and runs through the 17th. Second season is April 18th through the 22nd. Third season is going to be April 23rd through the 29th. Fourth season is going to be April 30th through May 18th here in Iowa for our turkeys. Youth season license is good until it's filled, but it must be purchased before the youth season closes. So there you go. Around 50,000 turkey licenses will be purchased this year. Hunters may purchase 2 turkey tags with at least one for season 4. If you're archery hunting, you could hunt all 4 seasons. Sorry, try not to hiccup in your ear. Iowa Cubs openers May 30th. The first 750 guests are going to get a MEPS iCubs spinnerbait. Walking through the door, I will have a bunch of prizes for you to win. Andrew will be there unless he gets sick on me again.
No way.
Yeah.
I am vowed to stay healthy.
Yeah. There you go. Let me hop and take this other break so I can get caught up. And then when I come back, I'm going to tell you who the secret listener is for the week on the Outdoor Call Radio app. And we'll do that. And I got some other stuff to throw at you right here on 1350 ESPN. Have you ever been out hunting and starting to do the hard work of breaking down that game you just tagged, only to have your knife fail after you just tried to take the hide off to quarter the animal? Well, let me tell you about a knife that will never let that happen to you. That's Weeby Knives. It's quickly becoming the go-to outdoor knife in the industry. Hey, it's Outdoors Dan. I want to tell you about the most functional set of outdoor knives I got some more sharp sharpeners. Weeby Knives. Have trouble keeping an edge on a knife? This is the pocket knife sharpener, and this is the pocket knife sharpener. So we're going to give these away today. These are nice. I keep these in my tackle box and my pack. I have a Weeby knife in my tackle box and my backpack. Even on my Weeby knives that's got the replaceable blades, you can take your blades. Morning, Jerry. How you doing, buddy? See you in a couple weeks. You can go and run that through that sharpener after you're skinning out your turkey or your deer. You don't have to go. It just extends the life of your replacement blades. Now so they work great. Get yours at WeebyKnives.com and tell them Outdoors Dan sent you. Wherever work sharp knives are sold. One of the best adventures you can go on is a northern Minnesota black bear hunt. Hey everybody, it's Outdoors Dan. Have you ever been bear hunting? I have. When you go bear hunting, it's an experience where you might encounter. And I put in for the lottery. Bears, hopefully I get a draw a tag this year. Whitetails, wolves, and even maybe a moose. One of the best places I know to go on a bear hunt is Bear River Guide Service in northern Minnesota. Gary Peck has got 4 preference points. It takes 5 or 6 to get drawn. Gary knows. Jerry, have fun at Chico today if you go. And it's amazing. Dan, you should shoot your hunter's bird in the state you shot your first bird. The next thing you know, there could be a 400-pound black bear getting your heart jumping. That would be kind of poetic, John. I've shot several big bears with Gary and his family over the years, and it's the one spot I go to bear hunt. So if you love hunting adventures and want a great shot, I'd have to go back to Kansas next year. Go check out Bear River Guide Service in Bear River, Minnesota on Facebook. And hey, give Gary a call and he'll get you planned out on your next adventure. I'll have to go back and look at my diary. I keep a logbook of all my hunts. Have you been one of the few that have raised your hands to serve? Well, first off, I know I missed and got busted a bunch in Missouri. Vet Outdoors has been working hard to continue their mission. I'll never forget this hunt. One of the first hunts I ever did. I found a bunch of turkeys, and there was a big group of cedars on this quarry I had permission to hunt. So I saw the birds, and I saw them going down the field edge of the cedars, right? So I cut through the cedar trees, and I got to where I knew they were going to be going. So I'm zipping and zagging in between the cedars, and I get set up in this really nice little open spot. And I guess the turkeys heard me or whatever. So I just get down, set down next to the cedar tree, and all of a sudden I heard fellow veterans, and I look up, and this turkey comes around the corner, and he stops within 4 feet of me, and he looks right at me, and his eyes went like that. And I just started laughing. Hey, Outdoors Dan here. The expression on that turkey's face, I'm not making that up. It was like a cartoon turkey. It was like, weather or outdoor activity. And I couldn't draw I just started laughing. It was the funniest thing I ever saw in my life, man.
some of the best socks out there.
That was amazing.
Alpaca socks will keep your feet comfortable.
That turkey flipped out because he came around that cedar tree and he ran right into me. And I was like, I was just right there getting ready to draw, and it's like,
keep your feet temperature where they need to be.
It was pretty funny.
Alpaca socks also has a natural antibacterial quality to them that will keep your socks from smelling. They have heavyweight and lightweight styles.
Some of the stuff that's happened to me over the years is hysterical.
Plus, gift boxes are available that are 100% guaranteed. So this year, when you plan your outdoor activities, make sure you keep your feet comfortable and feeling great all day. Try a pair of Norlander socks.
I got my
Pure
Norlanders
Alpaca,
on.
pure comfort.
I got my big white ones on
information,
today.
just go to norlandersocks.com and give your feet a treat.
Strings and cables make
big old
or
white
break
ones.
your bow setup. You want a string and cable that does not stretch and is
Oh,
reliable
Dave
even when
Jones
your
just
bow
sent me a
is new.
picture. What's
It
this one?
stays that
We
way.
take the
You need
grandkids
gas
out.
bow strings. They're stable, consistent, and reliable strings and cables that come with a 1-year warranty.
Congrats.
Gas bow strings made in
Bird
Clay
down.
City, Kentucky, and family operated. So next time you order
Bird
a new
down.
bow or replace your strings and cables, try Gas Bow Strings and shoot with confidence. Check them out at your local dealer
That
or
turkey's
online
bigger
at
than she is.
gasbowstrings.com.
When it comes to graphic design,
That's
you
funny.
want to work with someone that can take your ideas and bring them to life. So when you need help promoting your business or special event, it's not always an easy choice. Have you heard about Boyd Creative Print Shop? They have over 30 years.
It's not always about the kill, Lori. You're exactly right. It's about the experiences and stuff. I mean, when you, I've always said if you tag out, that's just the gravy on the biscuit, right?
They also offer designs on bags, decals and stickers, and vinyl wraps from boats to vehicles to get your message out. This will help you inform and educate folks about your event or business while doing it with a creative look. Boyd Creative Print Shop has hundreds of excellent customer reviews and will provide the same level of service to you when you need them. For more information to get your design started, please call Chantel or Andrew at 515-478-5776. That's 515-478-5776. Or check them out online or on social media or at BoydCreativePrintShop.com.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio. Got my reveal cameras out, turkey scouting. Got a bunch of deer, a couple toms on there. Kind of helping me put my deal out. Hey, Tacticam, Reveal by Tacticam, they got a special deal. If you get a picture of a turkey on your Reveal trail cameras and then you harvest a bird and send that into them, you get a free Tacticam hat. Go check that out. That's kind of a neat deal. Don't forget the iCubs event. The Outdoors Day is going to be May 30th. I got a Grizzly cooler, 45-quart cooler I'm giving away. I got a brand new walleye Trica all-carbon fishing rod and a $500 Outdoors Dan prize pack. We're going to give that away on May 30th. Come out and see Andrew or I in the game. Secret listener contest winner of the week is Josh Kennedy out of Salem, Ohio. Josh Kennedy out of Salem, Ohio. There he is, Josh Kennedy. Congratulations, Josh. You are the secret listener of the week on the Outdoor Call Radio. Well, the app, man, we're getting all over the country now. It's awesome. I hear from new people every week. All right, let me take a real quick this 2-minute break, and then we'll be back for another hour of outdoor power. And then I'll tell you what, if you haven't won anything in the last 30 days, you can call me and we'll give you one of them Work Sharp sharpeners. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. 1350 ESPN.
If you're an archer, you know how important the feel and performance of a bow is on your ability to send that arrow to where it needs to go. Not all bows are made the same, and that's especially true when it comes to gearhead.
You get your turkey
Gearhead
vest
bows
yet?
are made in the USA.
You come up here and grab that?
Models that are compact, quiet, and lightweight. These bows maneuver extremely well, whether you're in the tree stand or the ground blind. If you're a saddle hunter, Gearhead is definitely a bow you need to check out. Gearhead bows are engineered to be ahead of the game on the newest tech available out there. Gearhead shoots for 100% customer satisfaction every day. They are constantly looking at ways to keep Gearhead bows quiet, deadly accurate, and affordable. So when you're looking for your next hunting partner, head over to your nearest dealer like Archery Field and Sports in Altoona, Iowa, or go online to www.gearheadarchery.com. Stack the deck on your next hunt with Gearhead. Shop online at gearheadarchery.com or locally at Archery Field and Sports in Altoona.
Well, you got to leave a message. Yeah. Hank, you said he called and left you a message. Yeah, you won the turkey vest. It's up here at the studio for you.
Itasca Footwear has been helping folks on their adventures for over 40 years. Itasca learned over the years that using only the highest quality materials and hardware is the way to make footwear for the whole family in all situations. Whether you're out elk hunting, chasing moose or whitetails, riding snowmobile trails, or ice fishing in sub-zero weather, Itasca Footwear will provide you not only a great fit, but comfort for all-day adventures. Itasca has sizes and styles for the whole family. You want to give them the same comfort and fit that you look for in footwear so everyone can enjoy their day. Look for Itasca Footwear, trusted by millions of customers at most major and family-owned retails. For more information or footwear styles, please go to www.itascabrands.com. Itasca Footwear. They will keep you on the move.
KRNT Des Moines is 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN.
You're welcome, Josh. Congrats,
leader. The Des Moines Media Group station.
Thanks for listening to the app.
Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to hour number 2 of the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan. Hour number 2 is brought to you by the fine folks at Gearhead Archery. Give them a call, give them a chance, give them a draw. You'll be glad you did. Gearhead Archery. It'd be your last bow you ever buy. Trust me. Josh Kennedy said, "Awesome, thank you, Josh. You're awesome, man. Thanks for listening to the Outdoor Call Radio." I have no idea why. If you have not downloaded the Outdoor Call Radio app on your phone's app store, why? It's free. It's free to listen. You got 16 great shows to listen to Monday through Friday. And if you send me a screenshot, if you email me a screenshot of a show you're listening to, I throw you in a drawing every week, and you got a chance to win some. If you listen for a year, I promise you're going to win a prize. Just send me a couple shots a week, and you're going to win. Josh just won, and he's in Ohio. So
lovely Ohio.
Yeah, lovely Ohio. Yeah. Oh, I got like 3 or 4 new people this week too. I did not recognize their emails, so that's always nice to see when we got new people. So I like that. Congratulations, Josh! I'll after the show I'll let you know what you won. So there you go. Oh, I had somebody asking me about Wyckoff. Did you know? And I'm not going to mention names here because I don't think that's fair. But if you have a need for a furnace or an air conditioning unit, or you need something done at your home for your heating or cooling, before you call somebody or before you hire them, not everybody around here is locally owned and operated. There's a lot of companies that used to be family owned and operated businesses that have been bought out by investment firms, just like anything else. And I'm telling you, they might portray themselves as family owned and operated, but you need to ask them if they're still locally owned and operated before you hire them. And that's one thing you never have to worry about with Wyckoff Heating and Cooling. They're always going to be family owned and operated, and they're always going to make sure that you get the service that you need, and they're going to take care of you. And when you get home, your home is going to be the right temperature, the way you need it. And you can get out there and do more fishing and hunting because you don't have to worry about your house not functioning the way it should, keeping it nice and cool or nice and warm for your family. So when you're making a decision this spring to get your AC serviced or to get your air conditioner cleaned or whatever, make sure you do it locally. And I would recommend you call the fine folks at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling, because that's what I do. And they keep me. I even have one of those little water deals in there at the house to make sure that the humidity is right, and just to make sure everybody's feeling nice and their skin's not dry and all that stuff. That thing works awesome. So make sure you give Wyckoff and Heating and Cooling a call, and over there in Carlisle, and they'll take great care of you. All right, 244-1350, 244-1350, 244-1350. If you haven't won anything in the last 30 days, call Andrew. I've got a work sharpener to give away, and you're going to want this in your backpack or in your tackle box. because I've got one of each, and I'm always using it. So whether I'm filleting walleyes or turkey or field dressing deer, I know my stuff's always sharp because I use a work sharp. Absolutely. The Green Reaper turkey calls, are they still on sale? I don't know if they're on sale. If you go to Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls, Stan, he might have a Chico sale going on. I honestly haven't talked to Todd. He's been busy at getting ready for the Chico show, and I don't see him on here this morning. Morning, Dave. How you doing, buddy? But I would just go there on Facebook, look him up on Facebook, and see if he's got a show special going. But you're going to want to get one of those Reaper calls, man. They rock. They're awesome. Fishing reports for the week. Brought to you by the fine folks at Trica, the Pine Resort, Fred's Live Bait and Tackle up in Deer River, Minnesota, and the Winning Trading Post. Water levels at Black Hawk Lake are 6 inches over crest. Black crappie bite is slow. Walleye are fair. Yellow perch are fair. Brushy Creek, no fishing report reported, but the courtesy dock is in on the west ramp. That's a report for you right there. Storm Lake, black crappie bite are slow. Walleye are fair. Yellow bass are fair. Anglers are catching bass in the marina area. Yellow perch are fair there too. Swan Lake, the black crappie bite is good. Gills are fair. Cedar River above Nashua, channel catfish bite is very good. Try a hook baited with a dead chub on the bottom. Northern pike are fair. Smallies are hitting really good on cranks. Use jigs tipped with a crawler. Walleye are fair. Lake Belvedere, the black crappie bite is fair. Channel catfish bite is fair. Bass are slow. Lake Darling, surface water temperature is 52 degrees. Crappie bite is fair. Channel catfish bite is fair. Lake Geode, water temps in the low 50s. Black crappie bite is good. Crappie are spawning and they are hitting. Bass are fair. Rathbun, current lake level is 903. Yes. Water temperatures are in the upper 40s. Red Hawk Lake, no report on the gills. Catfish are slow. Big Creek, the walleye are fair. They're catching walleye shallow near the riprap shoreline and jetties around the sunset and after. Casting jigs with twister tail, swim baits, or minnows are producing a good bite too. 12-mile docks are in on the main boat ramps. Black crappie bite is slow. There is your fishing report for April 12th, 2025. How about that? Mark that done so I don't have to repeat it. That's a good thing. What do you have your poundage for on your bow, says Mark. Mark, I have it set at 56 pounds if I remember correctly. That's plenty. I can draw that back really nice and easy. Don't have to make a lot of movement when I'm getting ready to put that little pin behind that wing joint and aim, and I should be good. You don't need to shoot all that poundage on turkeys. And I'll be honest with you, the way bows are engineered or made anymore, you really don't need to shoot a lot of poundage, period. I mean, these bows you can shoot 60 pounds, 58 pounds, and that'll kill anything in North America. So, even elk. I shot that elk when I killed my elk a couple of years ago. I shot him 59 pounds. And I buried that arrow all the way to the fletchings. Only thing I saw were the fletchings hanging out. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep. And he didn't go very far. Elk steaks in the freezer.
5812.
Elk steaks in the freezer. Dave, what's going on? Everybody's got people listening in the turkey blind this morning.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. Hey, have a fun time.
I'm just waiting on Andrew. Do we have somebody for trivia?
There you go. That'll work. Well, congrats again. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thanks, Rick. Mm-hmm. Will do.
Mm-hmm. No, you're not bringing him on the air to win?
Say what now?
Is that a winner?
Yes, we got a winner, and
I didn't get to ask my trivia question.
Yeah. Let me give him a call back because he was cutting in and out here.
Oh, well, that's all right. You already made him a winner. We'll just give it to him.
And it's been a long time since I've heard from Rick.
Yeah.
And it's been really cool. So I'm going to try and give him a call back.
You don't have to.
Are you sure?
You already made him a winner.
He's in the Lake of the Ozarks.
Oh, I know who that is.
And apparently there's a big bash going on there. Big fishing.
It's the Big Bass Bash.
And there's a lot. He said there's, well, got to be 1,000 some.
Yeah, that's a big deal. That's a big fishing tournament.
I mean, that's one of those that. I mean, is there any risk of going too far? I know they have limits, but
no, you're good.
I mean, that's a lot on there at once.
Oh, Dirk's in Fort Worth. What are you doing in Fort Worth? Andrew, blind. I wish I was in the blind this morning, laughing out loud. I hear you. Yeah, Monday will be here soon enough, Andrew. Larry says, good morning, Dan. Thank you for the knife set. It's awesome. I think Larry won. Yeah, Larry won last week. Dirk's in Fort Worth. We are cowboying up with Vezercare.
Also,
yeah.
One of our winners from 3 weeks ago just emailed and said, really appreciate one of the turkey calls again.
Oh, yeah.
I think it wasn't the little sissy.
It wasn't the little sissy?
It was before that.
Oh, I have no idea.
But it really appreciated the call. And again, Rupert knocks it out of the park.
Yeah, Todd Rupert makes a quality turkey call, folks. We wouldn't be promoting him if it wasn't good stuff. Dirk's down in Fort Worth with the cow. You know, that Vezercare, I don't know if Jenny would get mad at me for saying this or not, but they've tested that stuff on humans, okay? It's a honey-based ointment. Honey actually has a healing quality to itself, right? At the molecular level. It's kind of like an antibacterial deal. But that Vezer honey ointment for dogs and horses and stuff, I got some of that this last summer. And I took Raven out and he got all scraped up and stuff. And I put that on there. I'm trying not to burp, sorry. Got a coffee thing going. And that healed him up real quick. Jenny said her hand was cracking and her normal stuff wasn't helping her hand. I said, honey, try this. So she said she put that on. And she had something going on with her foot too. I said, try that. And she said that stuff really helped her.
Yeah.
So, hey, go Vezer, Vezercare. Check it out.
It'll go a long way.
Yeah, and Raven didn't lick it off either, which was nice. You know, so. That dog of mine.
He's so used to higher end, come on, little honey, come on.
That dog is so spoiled. It's ridiculous.
Tonight. Why do I need to worry about that?
And he's the pickiest dog I've ever had. He really is.
Really?
Yeah, he won't eat his food half the time. You know.
He gets gourmet meals at the.
Hey, she put homemade meatloaf in there the other night, and he turned his nose up at it. But then he comes over to see what I'm eating, and it's like, you go eat your food. That's the same stuff I'm eating that you got. And then he runs back to his and then laps it up. Right? He's such a pain in the butt, man.
He's always looking for the greener grass.
He's always looking for well, what do you got, Dad? I don't want what I know what you got's better than what I got. So anyway, I got some Patriot Paws. The same people that make Valor Jerky sent me some Patriot Paws stuff, and he loves the beef Patriot Paws. And I took him out and did a little video for Facebook yesterday. And that dog, man, he will follow you around like your best friend when you got that Patriot Paws in your stuff.
Amen.
That dog is so spoiled, it's ridiculous.
Hey.
He got me up at 2:30 this morning too, and I was like, "You dog, I hate you."
At this point, he's like, "Dad, you know what's going on."
It's like, really? I let him out at 9:30. I go, all right, go do your business. I need to sleep because I got the show in the morning. 2:30. What? Fine. And then he goes out there, he does his little business, and then he comes in, and what does he do? He sits down waiting for his Patriot Paws jerky. It's not jerky, it's a dog treat. Yeah, it's like, did he really have to go, or was he just he wanted a little snack? See, that dog, man.
He's grown accustomed to a certain style of living, and that includes his Patriot Paws.
I don't know. I don't get it. Greg wants to know, Dan, give me, how did you kill your turkey in Kansas? Couple yelps, cluck, a lot of clucks, cluck, 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 cluck. couple yelps, cluck, cluck, cluck. Decoys were out at 9-10 yards, Greg. Honestly, we didn't have to do a ton of calling, man. They cut us off a few times, and we just, once we saw them coming, we just kind of clucked. We just did a couple 2 or 3 note clucks, and they came right in, and that's all she wrote. I got my shot. So go get them Monday. You know, that's the biggest thing I used to mess up on was overcalling. I used to call way too much, way loud, too loud, and you just got to get out there and experience your mess ups, and you'll be. Less is more. If you're calling to a turkey, you don't have to call a lot. Just let them know you're there, and then let them. You know, if they answer you, just wait a little bit. You know, and if you feel compelled to call, just do a couple of clucks, cluck, cluck, cluck. Because I don't have my call with me, otherwise I do it. Cluck, cluck, cluck. That's all I gotta do. 2 or 3 notes.
Nailed it.
I tell you what I nailed the last. That was when I did the Smokin' Joe Smelter thing last week.
I mean,
yeah.
You've been on a string. You've been on a tear lately.
I've been on a tear. Hey, was anybody else really? I got to see the last episode of 1823, the Yellowstone prequel.
Do not let dude dog.
I am so disappointed.
No spoilers.
You know, I'm sorry. You build it up, and that's how you end the freaking thing. I mean, come on, man. Taylor Sheridan, you need a whooping. I'm not going to say anything how it ended.
Yeah, don't spoil it.
I'm just telling you, I was very disappointed.
It's already gone too far.
Yeah. Just telling you how it is. I first thing I did when I got home, I hugged Jenny, hugged the dog, unpacked, went and loaded up all my footage, so let that download, and then I went up there and watched to see how Spencer did, and wasn't happy. Well, Spencer's okay. I'm not going to say anything else because I don't want to spoil it.
Yes, don't spoil it.
Yeah. Oh man.
Now I will say, it's not okay to spoil something that's timely. All right. If you're going to spoil something, spoil something that I haven't seen that's already been out for like 5 years, 10 years.
Huh.
Don't spoil that.
Really?
Yeah.
What was that?
Well, if you have, I don't know, pick a movie. If you haven't seen a movie in over 10 years, 5 years, whatnot, and you can spoil that. But I do think there's a limitation. Don't spoil the.
I'm not spoiling anything.
You've already gone a little far. You're disappointed in it.
I did not.
I'm going to go into it being disappointed in that.
You're not going to be disappointed.
But you're disappointed.
I am. You got your mic on. She can't hear you.
Yeah, everything's on.
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, Jenny. He's got his mic on. He says.
Let me try it again. Put it off audition. There we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I can hear that now.
I mean,
I don't think you had your mic on.
Oh, it's on.
All right.
But again, if you're going to spoil something, make sure it's 10 years ago. I think that's the rule. If it's not, there's got to be a rule.
You think?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, because again, I have 3 kids, 6 and under.
Uh-huh.
Most of the time I'm watching something cartoon based, something animated.
It was them. If they got the people got foiled by those menacing kids.
There you go. If no one's seen that by now, that's on you. But I had an interesting conversation the other day.
Uh-huh.
Someone wore a jersey of a player who's been out of the league for about 5 years, but not a Hall of Famer.
Uh-huh. Hadley got it done this morning. There's
no
Hadley.
Way.
Congratulations, Hadley. Got her little 410, and boy, that's a nice time. And what was you saying?
I was just saying, they said there's a hard and fast rule to jerseys. If you're gonna do it, if you're gonna have a jersey of any kind, make sure that person's with the team or has been has been gone from the team no more than 2 years.
I'm not going to grit on it. You spend a lot of money on that stuff, and then if they leave, that's not your fault. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to burn a jersey. Hey, here's a good news. Crossroads Shooting Sports over there in Johnston. If you're looking for a range to call home, they've got no sign-up fees when you sign up in the store starting now through May 31st. There you go. No fees to sign up. Get out there and do it. They'll take good care of you, and they will get you hooked up for some range time and new spring membership announcement. So get out there to Crossroads. I like Crossroads. You been out there shooting?
I have not yet, but that's on my bucket list.
Yeah, that's a good place to go. That's a good place to go. All right, if you missed it, first hour, Bowstring Adventures on Facebook. Go follow that, like that page, and follow it for me. I'm going to do a special drawing for that next week. That's going to be the new TV show that will start in October. Bowstring Adventures. They even got a really nice theme song, thanks to Chad.
Dun, 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 dun.
No, that's not it. It's Bowstring Adventures. All right, I better take a break so I get caught up. We'll be right back. I've got another Work Sharp sharpener to give away. If we got open lines, you want to call up and talk a little turkey. We got time until it's Smelter time. Hopefully, Smelter comes on today, so I don't have to do anything in his place. Derek, I sent you some pictures, you and Pam, with some Silent Night pics. I hope you got them, Dirk. That's Slictra, man. That Slictra stuff's amazing on those veins. If you haven't tried Slick Trick, if you haven't tried, the Silent Night veins from Flex Fletch, it's made with Slictra. Go check that out.
Slictra.
Tony, that is a spoiled dog like mine. He is a spoiled dog. Morning, Dale Griffin. Good to see you.
It's not a bad thing.
No, it's not. You got to spoil the puppies.
You got it.
Yep. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Holy hole in a donut.
I hate that.
Hey,
Will you please get rid of
are
that?
you into shooting sports?
Get rid of it.
Well, if you are, have you ever thought about using your passion to help you through college? Grandview University is a small private college that is looking for students that have a passion for the shooting sports and learning. Grandview University has a shooting sports program that, if you qualify, will give you a guaranteed rate for your whole education while on the shooting team. That means your cost won't go up. You will get to experience a new level of competition and learn in a small class size with the feel of a larger campus.
It's hunting season. It's hard to get guests on hunting season. Everybody's out hunting.
And love to shoot. Why not shoot for a college program that has produced countless All-Americans and has a winning record of 4 times national champion? Grandview Shooting Sports athletes will
I tried to get a hold of Jim Coffey yesterday, but he's out there in the field checking kids, I'm sure.
If you like to shoot for the stars and push yourself, Grandview University wants to talk with you. For more information, check them out at gvvikings.com.
Let's talk about a story, an Iowa story about a dream that took several years to come true in Osceola, Iowa. It's the story of Revelton Distilling Company. These fine distilled whiskeys, gins, and vodkas were born from the labor of Rob and Christina Taylor. It's amazing hearing the customers' descriptions of how unique each bottle looks and how each spirit tastes and satisfies with every sip. From the honey whiskey to the whiskey and cream, or the robust mulberry gin, American gin, or vodkas. Revelton Distilling visitors can't believe the flavor profiles the mixologists are creating at the distillery every day. Revelton Distillery is open Wednesday through Sunday in Osceola. They're located at 1400 West Clay Street, right off I-35. Revelton Distillery fine spirits are also available at your local grocery and other retailers around Iowa. Please check them out online at reveltondistillery.com or visit them at the distillery. If it's time to celebrate or just time to sit back and unwind, well, then it's time for a Revelton moment.
That big buck has eluded you for seasons. You see his scrape line, but just can't figure him out. Have you heard of Pure Whitetail? Pure Whitetail can help you see more deer and target that buck that haunts you. Pure Whitetail has some of the best deer scents you can rely on to work scrape lines or build mock scrapes that will help you see more deer. Pure Whitetail's natural and synthetic products are developed straight off their farm. Scents like Bedded Up, Fixation, and Power Shot, to name a few. Scents are available in powder and liquid form to last longer on hanging branches or scrapes. Try the White Lightning Estrus scent. It's a proven scent that bucks can't resist. Pure Whitetail is more than scents. It's a community of hunters that are family. Just go to purewhitetail.com and check out all they have to offer. Scents, hunting gear, seed, grilling sauces, coffee, apparel, field staff opportunities, and family. Want to be more successful in the field? Go to purewhitetail.com or look them up on Facebook. If you love to hunt, join the Pure Whitetail family today.
Our dogs are part of the family, and we want to protect them at all times. Do you live in an area that you want to keep open and not have a traditional fence to protect your pet? No worries. Call Chris at Pet Stop of Des Moines. Chris Spoltra is the owner of the Pet Stop franchise in the Des Moines area and has been keeping pets safe for over 19 years. A Pet Stop system will not only keep your pet from leaving your desired area outside, but can also be set up to keep your pet out of areas in your home. The Pet Stop system is underground, keeping your property open and
I used a jig strutter,
friendly user app on your phone.
feeding hen, and a lay down hen. That's what I had in my decoy setup.
And stay safe
and they came right in.
For more information on how to protect your buddy and keep your home looking great, call 515-975-2190 or go online at petstop.com. Pet Stop of Des Moines. Outdoors Dan recommended and Raven approved.
In these times when a lot of us are working from home, it's even more important to make sure your home is the right temperature and comfortable. Now is a great time to call the experts at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling at 287-6000 to schedule a check on your current heating and cooling systems. Is your house too dry and giving your family issues? A Honeywell dehumidifier system installed with your AC heating system can solve that issue right away. Wyckoff Heating and Cooling is a family-owned and operated business that has been serving Iowa residents and businesses for over 70 years. They offer 24-hour service and programs like the Peace of Mind Plan for less than $15 a month. So if you want more time on the water or in the woods this year, please call the folks at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling for any of your home or business heating and cooling needs. One call to Wyckoff Heating and Cooling will bring you peace of mind under your roof every day.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio on 1350 ESPN. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Hope you're all having a great Saturday all across the good old US of A. All right, we'll open the phone lines here real quick for Andrew, 244-1350, 244-1350. If you want to call in, I have a trivia question for you. This is for a brand spanking new Work Sharp knife sharpener.
Oh, Dan, you said you were going to give that to me.
No, you're not getting that.
Oh, come on.
Nope.
Really?
Not gonna
nice?
No.
Like extra nice?
Giving it to the listeners.
But I'm listening to you.
You get paid to listen to me. Yeah, that's your job.
Hey, we don't have to tell them that.
Yeah, well, that's life. So, I don't know where Smeltzer is. We tried calling him. I will say this, I did see a commercial for Silverados. You get 2.9 financing for 72 months for qualified buyers. I saw that on TV yesterday. And I said, "Ooh, that's better than I got right now."
But you didn't buy a truck recently.
Well, I know, but that's like, still better than the financing rate that I got when I bought. That's what happens.
You buy something.
Yeah.
Great rates.
Great rates. 2.9 financing's coming down. So go see Smeltzer. He'll take good care of you. I would. You know, I don't know. Jenny said I need to downsize on my truck. She says my truck's too big. That's why I keep hitting stuff. So hopefully I don't hit anything. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I backed into Jenny's car a couple months ago. Yeah. Well, in my defense, I got so used to that backup alarm. And I didn't hear the beep, 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 and I thought I was fine, and I wasn't fine.
You know what we should get you is Dukes of Hazzard beeper.
Oh, you know what? You know what I saw on Facebook? Thought was really cool. One of those Tesla Cybertrucks, decked out as the General Lee from the Dukes of Hazzard.
There you go.
That was awesome.
Aesthetically, those things are, garbage on wheels, but I hear that they're actually...
I would tell you this. If I didn't have to drive as much as I do for hunting, if I was just tooling around town, I'd buy one of those trucks just to say thank you to Elon for helping out with all the fraud, waste, and abuse. Because I think anybody that supposes that's just a Nimrod. But it's just my humble opinion. That's as political as I'm going to get. But I'm just telling you, I think those things, they're not feasible for me because I blow through a tank of gas, and you're out there hunting. Where are you going to plug in at? You're just not going to be able to do it. So I can't do it. But I will be probably buying Skylink here in the near future.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Making the big kid purchases, huh?
Well, I'm just tired of, I don't know about you, but it just, these companies, they keep raising their rates every year, and the service is horrible. And it's like, why don't I just get the Skylink? And I can get the Skylink if I need to. I can take it wherever I want. And I think that's what I'm going to probably do, because you got Wi-Fi coverage anywhere in the country with that.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to worry about these. I don't understand it. You pay $100-something a month. It should work.
I agree.
There
shouldn't be any.
And cable's just as bad. I hear more people complaining about the cable stuff.
I've gone away with cable.
Yeah, I mean I stream everything now.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah. And I just got rid of YouTube TV. I love YouTube TV, but they raised their rates, and it's like, adios. I go, I'm not paying you that kind of money, because DirecTV used to be expensive, and then I finally cut the cord and I went to the streaming, and I like it because you can watch your local channels, and you can watch whatever you want to watch, But YouTube TV, I mean, it was $100 a month, and I'm not going to pay that to watch. I only watch a few channels, I'm just not going to do it. I am getting more frugal in my older age.
You should.
So I went to Sling. I don't get paid to tell you this. And Sling actually has the outdoor channel and the pursuit channel. If you get the blue and orange package, it's like $60, $65 a month. So I went from 100 to 65, 60, $70 a month, and I get the Sportsman's channel and pursuit. And when football season gets here for my fantasy football, I have Red Zone, which I needed. So I can keep beating Andrew in fantasy football.
Hey, I beat you last year.
Yeah, did you see who got signed yesterday?
No.
I used Skylink on a remote fishing trip in Canada. It worked great. John, I'm telling you, man, I hear all my friends that do outdoor stuff for a living, and they got that mobile Skylink, and they've got reception everywhere. I'm telling you. I think that's why Skippy's got Skylink. He flipped over in Wisconsin. He loves it. So I think that's what I'm doing next year. So I'm broke right now. I had to buy a computer, and I had to buy, what else did I just buy? I just bought something else. I had to buy a computer and something, I don't know, just whatever. Anyway, hey, Smoke and Gel Smeltzer, if you're in the market for a new car, Chevy's got rebates, 2.9 financing right now. Go see Smeltzer at The Rock. He'll save you a ton of money, give you a great trade-in value. They've got a great inventory in stock. I was up there at the Quick Lane. I took Jenny's Equinox in. They got me in and out. I had Raven in the back seat. They loved on Raven while they were changing the oil. They're just super nice up there, nice folks. They do a great job. Carl Chevrolet, and the #1 car salesman in the world, works there. Joe, I can't smoke them fast enough. Deals out the door. Smeltzer. He'll save you money. That kid, if you're anybody else but me, you're going to save a lot of money. I do get a bug shield every time I trade with him. But you get a way better deal than I do, trust me.
Maybe
I pay for that bug shield one way or another.
Yeah, maybe you should stop asking for a bug shield.
Nope, never gonna. I'm always gonna get a bug shield. It's a principle thing for me. I got to brag on Yagi here real quick. Dr. Obi-Wan Kenobi Yagi. Jenny had to go in for emergency dental stuff. Yagi did it on a Saturday for her. I don't know a lot of guys that do that, but he did. And he took such good care of her. If you need a dentist, Andrew goes to him, I go to him. He will take great care of you and your family. Not only him, but Dr. Brandt, Dr. Stewart, Dr. Williams. They all do a great job. They're all nice people. You can find them at 907 North Ankeny Boulevard in Ankeny, Iowa. Give them a holler, 515-964-1490, 964-1490, or check them out anytime at AnkenySmiles.com. That's why they're voted the best dental practice in Ankeny every year. They do that good of a job. I got to go see him after turkey season and get my teeth clean. 244-1350. Who wants this Worksharp pocket knife sharpener? You're gonna love it. I love it. I always have mine. Every time I go to a hunt camp, everybody tries to get my knife sharpener off of me. So I'm gonna give you one in the box. Still in the box, brand new. Right there, brand spanking new in the box. Just make sure you have one anything in the last 30 days. I will give you a very easy trivia question. Brian, how's it going, Brian? Good to see you, buddy. Brian snuck in there on the messenger on me. I didn't see him. I didn't hear the little click. Ding. Yeah, 244-1350. Are the phones ringing?
Not yet.
Are you sure?
Staring right at me.
Yeah. Come on, give Andrew something to do, folks. He's killing me.
Killing you?
He's killing me.
Come on.
Answer the phone. I can see it flashing from here.
Holy hole in a donut!
Oh, I'm not paying you. That just cost you. I'm deducting a week off your pay. I told you to dump that thing. He's gone. He is done. Andrew is done. Fini. Fini. Fini.
Hey, Terry. Can I get your number just in case we get disconnected?
Terry's coming up. Terry, it looks like. Terry. Now I need to come up with a trivia question for Terry.
All right, Terry. We'll get you on here in just a second.
Scotty, what decoys? I used DSD is what I use. Scotty, thank you for asking. Let's go say hi to Terry. Terry, good morning, Terry. How you doing, Terry? Terry?
Good morning, Dan. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I was making Andrew rush there. Yeah.
Well, you got to help him out all the time you can. So.
Oh, if I had a wiffle ball bat, it'd be a different story, Terry. I'm telling you.
Well, go for it.
I'm telling you, he needs a whooping, man. I'm telling you, I need to give him some tough love. Is what I need to do.
No, cut that out.
It may help. You never know.
Well, that's what my dad used to do. You go to jail if you did that now. I'm telling you, when I was a kid, I don't know who got it. Who I got it more from, the old man and the wolf. My dad was a big guy. My dad was 6'4" and went about 280 pounds.
Oh my!
He was a monster. And my mom is 4 foot nothing. But I think my mom actually hit harder than my dad did. And I know she broke at least a dozen spoons over my hand, my back, my neck, whatever she could grab and hit me. And I deserved every one of them.
Well, I think it helped.
Oh, it did. It whooped me right into shape. I tell you, when I got in trouble in school, I told my daughter this. I picked her up the other day. And she was complaining about school, and I said, honey, here's the thing. I'm just going to tell you this. Because my dad passed when he was 58. He never got to meet the kids. I said, when I got in trouble at school, it wasn't the school that bothered me. It was getting home and the old man finding out.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah, that's what stressed me out, buddy.
Yeah. My dad was like yours. He was 6'2", and I'm 5'5", and my mom was 5 foot. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm 6'2", and my dad was. I had to look up to my dad. He was, he was bigger than I. His arms were as big as my. When my dad was younger, he worked at a meat plant, Hunter's Meat Packing Company in St. Louis, Missouri, and he used to carry sides of beef by himself.
Oh, that's not right.
Yeah, he was just a monster. But I tell you what, I would give anything, Terry, in the world to have him yell at me one more time.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, I miss him. I really do. Terry, I have got a beautiful knife sharpener here for you. Would you like a hunting or a fishing question?
Fishing.
This time of year, a lot of folks like go chasing the old paper mouth. What kind of fish am I talking about?
Oh, that'd be one of my favorites, the crappie.
That would be the crappie. Yep. Congratulations. Ding, ding, dang. All right, buddy. Andrew will call you after the show, and it's here. You can pick it up here at the radio station Monday through Friday, okay?
Sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you for listening, Terry.
Have a good day.
You too. I appreciate you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, the old man. He used to... Oh man, and you know what? You know what's really funny? And a lot of you are going to relate to this. The older I get, the smarter my dad and mom become. I don't know how many times when I was 17, 18 years old, my dad would say something, and I'd say, Dad, you're off your rocker. You don't. And my dad would just look at me and said, son, every thought that you're having, I've already had. And I'd laugh at him. I said, you can't think what I'm thinking. He was 100% right. I said something to my son the other day, and it's like I had to pause. It's like, oh my God, that was my dad. Yeah, does that happen to you? I think it happens to all of us. I really do. It just, if you got mom and dad around still, you're lucky. Make sure you call them. I call my mom and talk to my mom almost every day, and my mom's 91 years old now, but she, when they're gone, and you miss them. That's for sure. All right. I don't know what else to do, man. Smeltzer was gone. No Smeltzer today. My guest canceled on me for the second hour. We got Skippy to do a little flip on for me. I already did the fishing reports. I said hi to Dirk Stark. I'm talking to everybody that we talked about the big Chico Outdoors show. I told everybody to go say hi to Steve at Solar over there on Ingersoll. He does trading cards too. I got my football card collection. I might have Steve try to get rid of that for me and put some money back in the bank. Oh, you know what I did do? So my accountant calls me when I'm in Kansas, and I'm going, well, I don't know about you out there. I don't like getting a call from my accountant. I don't want to see unless it's because my return was already done. Diane, I miss my mom and dad. I know you do, Tony. And your mom was a great lady. I don't think I met your dad, but I met your mom a few times. She was a nice lady. I know why you miss her. She was really sweet. So the phone rings, and I said, hey, what's up? He goes, Dan, I got to talk to you. I go, okay. He goes, I messed your return up. I said, what? And I about had a heart attack right there. I go, what happened? He goes, well, I gave you a credit that you shouldn't have got, and I was getting a little bit back, but he told me I'm going to have to pay. I had to pay in now, and it is what it is. I mean, I wasn't real happy about it, but I said, okay, I'll be back in town. I'll come by. So I went in there and I had to pull some money out of my savings account. And so the stock market. When did the stock market go big down? Was it like 5 to 6 days ago?
I thought it was the beginning of the week, but
whenever it was, I said, you know what? I talked to him. I called my buddy Jeff, and he's a millionaire. Okay, and I said, Jeff, what do you think? He goes, well, if you can, I would encourage you to buy right now because everything's down. And he goes, it's going to come back. I said, okay. So as I was pulling money to pay the taxes, I pulled an extra, and I called my buddy who does my finances. I said, where's Apple stock at? Because Jenny's got a little Apple stock, and she always says it does really good for her. He goes, it's down like $170 a share. So I said, I'm gonna pull 10 enough to buy 10 shares, and he put the order in. The next day, it went up like $30. So I'm just telling you right now, don't panic about stuff going on, and if you can invest with your 401 or your whatever you have. If you can throw some money in there, I would do it. It went up again, though, didn't it? Didn't it go back up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would wait if it goes down again, put some money in it, and because I don't plan on touching that for 10 years, and because I pulled some money out to pay for my boat last year. I didn't want any boat payments, so I took it out when I hit 60. I could take it out without getting a penalty, and. I mean, folks, I'm never going to be able to retire. I've been doing radio for 30 years. I'm broke. But I'm a happy broke.
There you go. It counts.
Yeah, I'm not rich. I'm rich with friends. And I'm rich because I get to do what I love. But I pulled that. I go, Jenny, do you mind if I do that? And she goes, no, that's fine. And then, because I know if something would happen, I could turn around and sell that boat and get what I paid for it. But, yeah, I got some Apple stock, and it went up. Like, I was really happy I did that. So I'm just trying to encourage you out there, if you can. And listen, I've been living check to check. I live check to check. It's just I've been pretty lucky because I lived to be old enough to I don't have any debt, which is nice. You know, if you can get if I can give you one piece of advice in life for all my listeners out there, if you can get where you don't have any credit card debt and you just have your house payment and your truck payment or car payment, you will be in golden shape. Because credit card debts was what kills everybody. And I've been there. I had been in a bad position with that. It takes forever to get out of it, but don't let yourself get into that. All right, that's the financial portion of the show. Woohoo! I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that, Andrew. I'm just trying to help.
Yeah.
Because I know I got younger folks that listen to the show, and don't live on your credit cards, folks.
Oh, yeah.
That's the worst thing you can do.
I use mine only as
emergency.
Yep.
And I know it's hard. And listen. I live check to check. So I had somebody in Kansas say, "Man, it must be nice being doing TV and radio and being rich." I said, "I'm not rich. Are you crazy?" And he goes, "Well, aren't you?" I said, "Just because you do that," I go, "I pay for you. I have to pay for the airtime, the production, the editing." I said, I'm constant relying on sponsors. Sponsors come and go. We've been blessed on the shows for a long time. We keep about 85-90% of our sponsors, but you lose 10% every year through attrition, and I have to go replace them. Andrew doesn't take a pay cut, so I got to pay him.
Oh, don't bring me into this.
Yeah, he's not getting a Christmas bonus this year. Yeah, there's no Christmas bonuses this year. But, I'll give you a mug.
That's right. It's the world's best. Sharpied out.
The world's best? Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, best producer. I just told him, I said, just because very few people on TV are rich. There are some, but it's probably 10% of the people that, the thing about it, if you got friends and you got people that follow you, then you're a rich person. And that's how I feel. Everybody, when I get a like or when I know you're following or listening to the shows, I appreciate that, but, don't, just because somebody's doing this for a living doesn't mean they're rich. Because trust me, we're not. We're not.
It's not the most, it's not the richest financially.
Yeah. No credit card debt here. I don't even own a credit card. Brian, you're a smart man. Fishing Dave says, "Well said, Dan. Good advice. The only thing that puts me in debt are the kiddos in sports." I hear you there, Brian. Kids are expensive.
That can be expensive.
Yeah. I bought, I got Riley a Build-A-Bear yesterday. She's 18. I haven't bought her a Build-A-Bear in probably 6 years. And so she went to Apple with me. And she goes, "Dad, can I?" I said, "Yeah, go ahead."
Didn't even get the full message yet.
No, they're good. Anyway, like I said, just hang in there and just we're all in it together is what I'm saying. Just do what you can. Oh, I tell you, hey, if you do find yourself in a pinch and you need help, Herman's Fine Jewelers, if you got stuff laying around, I took some stuff in there. I had a ring I wasn't wearing, and I took that in there last year, and they gave me a really good deal on it, and I bought fishing tackle with it. 2900 University in West Des Moines, Herman's Fine Jewelers. They've been in business for over 50 years, helping fine folks, and when you walk through the door, you're going to know why, because they're so nice. They'll greet you when you walk through the door. They've got over 10,000 diamonds and mountings in stock. They can do in-store jewelry repair. They can do custom jewelry. And if you got stuff laying around, you just don't wear it anymore, or if you inherit stuff, you're not going to keep it for the sentimental value. Before you go somewhere else, go to Herman's, because chances are you're going to get more for your treasure than anywhere else. And I don't care if it's a special occasion, if you need help with a bill, take your stuff to Herman's Fine Jewelers or go shopping over there, and you're going to be glad you did. They are awesome. 515-222-2600, and that's where I go, and you'll understand when you go through the door. I got to take a break. I'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal.
Hey, America.
Oh, Brian, sports are horrible, man. Baseball, softball, hockey. Hockey's the worst. Yeah, there's nothing cheap in kids' sports, buddy. Trust me. Same thing for hunting and fishing gear. There's nothing inexpensive anymore.
When you barbecue, try Cookies barbecue sauce for a treat. Cookies barbecue sauce is the barbecue sauce America loves to eat.
If bow hunting or archery is your passion, get to Archery Field and Sports in Altoona and see what's new in your sport. Archery Field and Sports has been helping archers and bow hunters for generations. They have the experience to help you with your purchase and help you reach your goals. Archery Field and Sports carries archery gear from Matthews, Hoyt, Bowtech, and Bear, plus all the top extras and accessories you'll ever need. Mark and his staff are trained on all the latest tuning and setup techniques and are experts at personally fitting you to the bow you want. They also have a 40-yard indoor range that will help you with getting sighted in. Archery Field and Sports has leagues and personal training sessions available for you to train for the upcoming seasons that'll help you fill your tags. Archery Field and Sports at East 56th Street in Altoona. Open Tuesday through Sunday with leagues during the week. For more information, go to archeryfield.com or call 515-265-6500.
Hello, this is Dave from JLM Shooter Supply in Urbandale. We are a full-service gun shop that specializes in helping you find the right firearm for your needs. We carry new and used firearms for all shooting disciplines, from self-defense to shooting enthusiasts, as well as folks who like to hunt. We have recently expanded our store to better serve your needs. We still accept trades on all types of guns, but we'll also look at any firearm you might wish to sell or put on consignment. JLM Shooter Supply carries firearms to meet any budget, and we can even special order items for those who like to add higher-end guns to their collection. JLM also has a full-time gunsmith on board that can help with all your gun repair needs. So from ammo and hearing protection to gun cleaning kits, holsters, and sights, we handle it all at JLM Shooter Supply in Urbandale. Please stop by and see us at 6931.
Oh, thanks, Brian. I appreciate that, buddy.
Call us at 515-331-1577. That's 515-331-1577.
You're ready for your next outdoor adventure. Wouldn't it be nice to have high-definition footage as a fun memory of your time in the outdoors? Well, Tacticam has been helping hunters do that very thing. Whether it's one of our 5...
Well, a lot of my PA guys they're busy working today. I don't see a lot of the guys on here today.
They can help you cover your bow fishing.
Everybody's at Chico Outdoors.
Fish cam that's totally waterproof and ready to record some awesome bow fishing action. All the Tacticam cameras feature 4K resolution, Wi-Fi compatible, feature live stream capabilities, with over 2.5 hours of record time that feature image stabilization that's far above other cameras in its class. The Tacticam remote lets you hook up multiple cameras to one remote to capture more angles and shots.
What was I yapping about?
So, when you're ready to record your next hunting or fishing adventure, don't forget to take your Tacticam camera.
Yeah.
You'll be able to relive your trips like never before. Tacticam.com.
Just trying to help everybody out.
No, the content was good. Timing.
Heading to your favorite outdoor spot? Is your hunting, fishing, or utility knife ready for any task? Well, if you used the original Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener before you left, you bet they are. The Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener is designed to sharpen every knife you own. By using changeable,
next week we got Joe Coy on from Fourth Arrow Camera. We're going to talk about POV training, how to set up your POV cameras in your decoy spread or for deer hunting.
The Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener does this with precision.
So that'd be fun with Joe.
And flexible abrasive belts to ensure the proper 20-degree
get those little second angles and stuff when you're out there.
Knife and tool sharpener is assembled in the USA by a family-owned and operated company. Customer service is always a call away. So if you love the outdoors and
then we got a fishing contest starting as soon as turkey season's done. We'll start that walleye fishing trip contest to the Lake Winnie up in Minnesota.
WorkSharpTools.com. That's WorkSharpTools.com.
Hi, this is your old friend Speed over at Speed's Golf.
Brian, I haven't seen any morels in central Iowa yet, buddy. The soil temperature's not been warm enough. It's got to be up 50 degrees or more. So it should be any day, buddy. They're finding them down in Missouri.
Golf carts in all types of price ranges, available with fancy wheels.
But nothing I've seen so far on the morels.
Folks and Speeds handle your golf cart needs. Check out our website for a complete inventory at speedsgolfcars.com.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader,
1350 ESPN.
All right, mushroom report for the week. Its soil temperature is not at 50 degrees, so the morels, I don't have any reports of morels. I am finding some. Well, I'm not finding them, but people are finding them down in Missouri. So hang in there. As soon as that soil temperature hits 50 degrees, that's when you're going to want to get out there and look for them big old beautiful morels. That's your mushroom report today, brought to you by the fine folks at Imperial RV Centers, where you can go camping and feel like a mushroom. Just stay planted. There you go. All right, I am so sorry. I don't know how we got behind again. I'll be right back on 1350.
When you're getting ready to outfit your next outdoor adventure,
it's Andrew. It's that holy hole in the donut thing.
That's your one-stop outdoor shop. That's Sportsman's Warehouse. The Sportsman's Warehouse has everything you need from fishing, hunting, firearms, and camping gear that will make any outdoor trip a success. Sportsman's Warehouse carries nationally known brands that have been tried and proven in the field and on the water.
Well, everybody,
that will cook all your
I should be on the show Wednesday at 5.
Kayaks and boat gear are also
hopefully I will have a turkey story for you.
Go wet alive. Sportsman's Warehouse
on Turkey Talk Radio.
Clothing choices at great prices that will
if you're going out this weekend for the kids, be careful. Plan your hunt your plan.
If you're traveling,
you're going out Monday, same thing. Get out there and make sure you're getting out there plenty early. Don't want to educate those birds where you're at.
Make sure that you check out Sportsman's Warehouse in Ankeny.
Looks like so far the weather, knock on wood, the weather should be good Monday.
And a deer tick just crawled onto your leg and is burying its head into your flesh.
We can get some nice sun. I don't care if it's 40, 45 degrees. I can layer up with that.
You may or may not notice a red
wear my lemon tick on the outside and try to keep them ticks off of me. But
really sick.
I just hope it's nice and calm so I can hear the birds.
Disease. The test may or may not detect it, meaning you may or may not get the medication needed. If untreated or not treated on time, you could have a lifetime of
Josh Kennedy won a $25 gift card
Get Elimintic clothing from Game Hide.
Game Hide clothing.
Features insect shield.
I just emailed him. Congratulations, Josh.
Fibers. Ticks hate it. Elimintic clothing will retain its
all you have to do is listen to the outdoor call.
Needs no special care. The treatment is odorless and invisible. Wearing Elimintic can help protect you from ticks, chiggers, and other biting insects. And is featured in a complete line of quality Game Hide hunting clothing. To learn more, visit GameHide.com.
Taping your own hunts is an exciting way to capture the moment. Fourth Arrow camera arms can help you video easier in the field. They're extremely lightweight, durable, and easy to pack. Their patented shoulder system is also very adaptable to any tree or ground blind setup. The bases are affordable and easy to set up for various wind directions. Multiple camera arms are available, including the Stiff Arm, Stiff Arm Pro, and Stiff Arm Elite. They're made of high-quality aluminum or carbon, depending on what you choose. For ground blind hunters, there's the tripod and monopod options. They're quiet and maneuver easily within the blind. All models can handle Consumer Pro video and perform quietly in the
You guys be careful if you're going out this weekend.
Pick your setups with Fourth Arrow camera arms. If you're looking to tape your hunts this season, check out FourthArrowCameraArms.com. Outdoors Dan approved for the field for great video action.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, got to make this quick. If you're going out, make sure you're planning your hunt your plan. Don't shoot at movement. Identify what's past what your target you're shooting at. Had a report of a gentleman in Ohio getting shot on public ground the other day, so be careful out there. That's going to wrap it up. We'll be back next week with our good friend Joe Coy from Fourth Arrow and Windset. We're going to talk about POV positioning on cameras, filming your hunts. And we'll have some other stuff for you. So if you need to get a hold of me, just go to the Outdoor Call Radio website or outdoorsdan.com or check it out on Facebook. And we'll see you then. On behalf of all the partners and everybody listening, God bless you. We'll see you next time. Bye! Be good, everybody. Have a good week, okay? I'll see you.
We'd like to introduce you to Arctic Ice.